Why don't Why don't you tell me you love me anymore? Because I show you every day by being with you. Like what do you mean? I know you show it by being with me, but you used to say it like every day. So would you rather me say it or do it? Because I'm confused. I feel like you're trying to start an argument. I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm just trying to express my feelings. Your feelings are not my responsibility. I understand that, but you make me feel like you don't care. How do I make you feel like I don't care if I'm with you? I don't have to say it every single day. It doesn't make sense. Now, I'm sorry I brought it up. I can tell you getting annoyed now. Yeah, I'm annoyed because now you questioning how I feel about you. Now you done ruined my day. You already ruined my day. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your day by talking about my feelings. I'm sorry. Well, your apology means absolutely nothing. You shouldn't have said it. It's too late now. My day is ruined. Thanks. I guess I'll be quiet then. You know the door is always open though, right? You can leave if you want. I don't want to leave. Okay. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware diagnosed narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, also known as mental illness across social media platforms. I use my platform to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder, get more people into therapy, and also in the process of doing all of that, validate the victims and survivors of, this disorder. The skit you just watched, so this series is dedicated to just making my TikToks longer, my YouTube shorts that y'all love so much longer. The skit you just watched was, just a skit about how it would go sometimes, possibly go sometimes, when you try to express your feelings to a person that has narcissistic personality disorder or a lot of narcissistic traits, or it's just toxic overall, because I know that everybody is not a narcissist. Get out my inbox with that mess. Get out my comment section. This is narcissist. I get it, trust me. I know everybody is not a narcissist, trust me. But does the title really matter? Because I feel like people are like, I just need to know if they're a narcissist or not. Like, or how are they treating you? Like, if the patterns of behavior or have not changed, if they're still the same, how are they treating you? Does it matter if they're a narcissist or not? Like, I just need to know that they're a narcissist. Like, they're treating you terribly. They haven't changed. They're not going to change. Leave them. But I love them. Okay, cool. Love them. Love them to the end of you. You know what I mean? But back to the skit. Y'all know I go on my rant sometimes because stuff like that gets on my nerves. But you see the way it goes, though. You see how the mind works and things of that nature. So in situations like that, where you try to express yourself to a narcissist sometimes will hit you back and say, your feelings are not my responsibility. And they will 100% mean that. And what they mean by that is that how you feel, how you react to the stuff that I say, how you react to the stuff that I do, how you react to the stuff, how I'm living my life, is your own responsibility, is your own fault. Who cares if you catch me cheating if you're going to stay with me? Don't bring it up ever again if you're going to stay with me. Why would you stay with me? I wouldn't stay with you if you cheated on me. So why would you? So leave. If you're not happy here, then leave. And like typically, when you deal with narcissists, they do not care about your feelings. They just don't. Like, we really just don't. And sometimes you're feeling like, one of the questions that a lot of people ask me is that, like, do narcissists intentionally hurt your feelings? Are they out to just be malicious? I don't think they're out to be malicious in the beginning a lot of times, because it's like malicious intent to marry you and all that. This is just overkill. You know what I mean? I do think that sometimes they hurt you intentionally, because some of them are, just having to be little sadists and stuff like that. But sometimes I think they hurt you. Sometimes I think they hurt you unintentionally, because we as like narcissistic people, we have that me first mindset. It's kind of like me first. I'm going to make myself happy first, and then if you happen to get hurt in the process of me trying to make myself happy, then you're just kind of collateral damage. Your hurt sometimes is unintentional, but it comes off as like collateral damage because it seems like the narcissist doesn't care, and it seems like it's intentional. If they do patterns, make it intentional. If they continuously doing the same thing to you, then yes, they are intentionally hurting you. But if it's just like, I don't know, it's just like you get what I'm saying. I know y'all understand what I'm saying, because y'all been vibing with me for the longest. I know y'all understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that's one of the main. And like I said, when the narcissist says your feelings are not my responsibility, or they won't let you voice your opinion or voice how you feel about certain things, then that's how it's going to be. Like, you either need to leave that person, set up a plan to leave that person, or accept that person for who they are, because they probably won't go to therapy, because If they think that your feelings are your own responsibility, then chances are they're not going to step foot in their therapist chair. Chances are they're probably going to be good with how they live in their life. Chances are they don't care about how you feel and what you think. Those are the chances. Chances are that. You understand? I feel like so many people get caught up trying to, like, how do I have a conversation with them about this, about how I feel? Like, you don't. You either go straight. When you're trying to have a conversation with that, a lot of times when you try to have a conversation with a narcissist, you have to remove the emotional logic, the emotion from your thing, and just think logic based. What's the most straight line way to get this point across? And go straight forward. Go straight forward. Don't beat around the bush like, hey, I want to talk about my feelings. They'll shut you down. They'll shut you down immediately. I want to shut myself down just now. When I started saying my feelings, I wanted to shut myself down. You know, go straight to the point. I didn't like what you just. Hey, look, I didn't like what you just did to me. That's extremely disrespectful. I didn't like it. And then keep it moving. Don't stand there engaged. Don't get into a scream fest. Don't argue. Don't react. Say your point and keep it moving. If you want to stay in there, if you want to stay in this relationship or maintain some sanity, say your point. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Within reason. Within discretion too, y'all. Within discretion. Use discretion or within reason. Use discretion because some of these people are violent. You'll say your piece and turn around and walk off and they'll just hit you in the back of your head. You give them a target right here in the back of your head. You give them a target. And they'll just still hit you in the back of your dang on head. Don't give them that. Don't give them that strength. Don't give them that ability. Just say your piece and keep it moving. And if they do hit you in the back of your head, that's one thing I don't just do, y'all. I know y'all know I do my Zooms over, my one-on-ones over Zoom and things like that. But the physical violence is where I kind of have to cut the case up. Where people is just like, yeah, he's getting physically violent with me. Yeah, she strikes me all the time. You see how that works right there? I don't do the physical violence because the physical violence always gets worse. I know some people will come in my comment section like, well, I got hit and it got better. He never did it again. You are the exception. You are not the rule. Because they think because if they hit you, you don't call the police, or you cater to their needs. You put the ice instead of putting the ice on your face, you put it on their fist or something. They think that you're okay with it, and they actually think that you deserved it. I don't like how you hit me in my face. Well, you should leave then, or call the police on me. I don't want to do that. I want to work it out. They think that you're okay with it, and then in their minds, in a narcissist's mind, you become an enabler to that physical abuse. And they be like, well, I know how to get my point across now, because if they feel like their words don't work, their words don't carry enough power, they'll start to hit you, man or woman, or non-binary person. They'll start to put their damn hands on you because they feel like they can't control you verbally, or getting mad at you and yelling and screaming. They'll just gotcha, or they'll do it. If they ever put their hands around your throat in a non-consensual manner, you get what I'm saying? They'll put their hand around their throat in a non-consensual manner, they will literally strangle you to DEATH. But anyways, y'all, how you feel about this video is not my responsibility. See what I did there? Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Narcissist Code. I really, truly appreciate every single one of y'all, because as much as I learn from y'all, as much as y'all learn from me, I learn more from y'all. I'm out. Peace.